There's no way in this world that Auntie Anne is making these for you. Oh my God, the icing, the glistening of the cinnamon sugar. I'm still beefing with Auntie Anne because she won't make you low-calorie soft pretzel cinnamon sugar bites, but today we're making them at home. Auntie Roz got you. We're gonna make cinnamon sugar pretzel bites that are half the calories with more protein. So just get yourself a bowl and start making it. We're gonna start with a 1/4 cup plus 2 tablespoons of regular old flour. No, these aren't gonna be low carb, they're pretzel bites. 45 grams of this goes in. Next up, we need to add some more fiber to this, and that's where coconut flour comes in. It is way, way, way more absorbent than regular flour, except if you just use coconut flour and no regular flour, you won't like these pretzels. So we're gonna have both in them. 10 grams of this stuff. And you know what Auntie Anne does not do in her pretzel bites? She doesn't put cinnamon inside the actual pretzels, but we're gonna inject this with more flavor because we never have enough cinnamon. I'm pretty sure cinnamon is like a glucose disposal agent. So basically, when you have cinnamon in food and it has carbs in it, it goes straight to your muscle and it's impossible to turn it into fat. I'm kidding, don't listen to me, but cinnamon is a GDA. A pinch of baking powder just to make these a little fluffier. A pinch of salt to make these a little saltier, and then psyllium husk. You don't need this if you don't have it, but if you have it, just adding a gram, a tiny amount, just goes such a long way because it makes these chewier and it also keeps these a bit softer and more moist because psyllium is a fiber that just absorbs liquid, so it's gonna just keep the moisture trapped inside these pretzel bites. And since they don't have a lot of fat and butter in them, we need the moisture in there. That is it for the dry ingredients. Just give them all a stir. 70 grams of Greek yogurt. This is where the protein's gonna come from. You could look inside this. There's some watery stuff and there's some thick stuff. Guess what? If you use any of the watery stuff, it's not allowed. The thick stuff only. I love Greek yogurt. Actually, I actually love Greek yogurt. 70 grams of this. And our dry ingredients are ready. Just Greek yogurt with a bunch of powders. Mix. And I know you're gonna be thinking the same thing that I was thinking when I made this first. There is no way this is ever gonna come into a dough because there's just not enough liquids for the dry ingredients. Do not add any more liquids. Just be patient, mix. It will turn into a dough, I promise. So just do this for like 5 minutes. And at one point, all the crumbs of Greek yogurt and flour are just gonna stick together and they're gonna form a ball. It's pretty dry and you could easily touch it with your hands and nothing will stick to your hands like that. That's when you know you did a good job. At this point, we wanna knead this dough because guess what? There's no yeast in this and we wanna activate the gluten in the flour to get it stretchy and chewy because you know when you bite into dough, it doesn't just fall apart. It's not like a cookie. There is gluten activated in it. And we want to do that. So get yourself a cutting board or anything flat. A plate would work fine. Put your dough on it and then just knead, which means take the back of your palm or like the bottom part, this area, and press down. And then fold the dough on itself and press down again. And keep doing that. Just fold and press. And you'll notice that the dough will get way more stretchy. It's gonna stick together more. You see how it looks like flaky kind of right now and there's just lines through it? Those are gonna go away and it's gonna be so smooth. It's gonna take a while. You're probably gonna need like, I don't know, 112 kneads. Don't think about this like, oh my God, cooking is so much work. No, think about it like, wow, I'm gonna cook and get an arm workout. And eventually you'll need enough where, look how smooth this is. It is just so stretchy, so soft, so smooth. So make 2 smaller balls and then just roll each one out until it looks like a log. If you're ambidextrous, you can do it with both hands at the same time, like me. I can do equally well with my right and left hands. See, as you can tell, these are the exact same size and they look identical and perfect because I'm ambidextrous. And then depending on how big you want your pretzel bites, I like more smaller bites. And just like that, voila, we have a bunch of pretzel bites. I have a pot of water with 4.5 cups of water in here. And to this, I'm gonna add 4 tablespoons of baking soda. This is what helps you get that pretzel crust. You boil it in the baking soda water solution and it just traps in more moisture. It makes these softer and stretchier and it gives you that golden brown protein pretzel crust. On the outside, it is amazing. 180 grams of water with 60 grams of baking soda. So boil this until it boils. And we have a cinnamon sugar mixture to make. Take granulated erythritol, not powder, granulated please. Erythritol is a sugar replacement that doesn't have calories that sugar has. Guess what? Auntie Anne is not using erythritol. It could beat her day. So she's gonna use regular sugar because she doesn't care about your calories or macros or your health at all. You know, she just wants to get you addicted to her pretzels. But me, I won't do that. Or I'll get you addicted to like healthier pretzels that are low calorie and higher protein, and you can eat them every day and fit them right into your diet and reach your goals. So 1 tablespoon of erythritol plus 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. And you'll have cinnamon sugar that looks and tastes absolutely delicious. We also need some icing. So this is where powder erythritol comes in. It is the same thing as this, and no, I did not buy a bag of powder erythritol. Say it again, if you buy powder erythritol, stop. Invest in a blender and blend your regular erythritol. It will turn into powdered. 1 tablespoon of this for the icing, plus 2 grams, just the tiniest pinch of sugar-free pudding mix. If you don't have sugar-free pudding mix, I think you might be able to get away with going to the store and buying some sugar-free pudding mix. You're gonna add droplets, not even a splash, droplets of almond milk. Pour it into the cap first. Because icing can go from icing to just soup with just a little bit extra almond milk. So pour a tiny cap in and then give this a mix. Perfect. Just drizzles off of the spoon. I'm good with that. And that thing is about to spill over, so let's move on. Okay, get yourself a plate because we're gonna go from station 1 to water bath to station 2. So ready? That thing is done, it is boiling. So, it looks like this. What I'm gonna do is 30 seconds max in this. We don't wanna just turn these into crazy hard pretzels. They're small bites anyway. So just take a bunch of them, put them in your basket. We'll do this in 2 batches, and then just wait 30 seconds. The basket is in there. You don't need to go fishing for it later. Just sit here and wait. I lost track of time. I don't know when I put these in, but it's okay. If it goes 33 seconds, you will live. Just wait. Don't put your face over the thing. It's just gonna sauna right in your face. Sounds like 30 seconds to me. Was it 29? Was it 33? I don't know. But take them out, plate, and repeat. More. That was weird. Cinnamon sugar mixture we made. Thing just blows in the air. Use about, I don't know, like 3/4 of this because we'll save the rest to top it off at the very end. And just sprinkle it on. The smell is insane when the cinnamon sugar hits, but just give these a little toss in the cinnamon sugar. Now it's time to air fry them. So I have parchment paper in my air fryer, except guess what? An air fryer basket has holes in it and parchment paper doesn't. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a fork and just go to town. I'm gonna make holes in it myself. Pretzels go in. Another spray. And we're gonna bake these at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 8 minutes. I said bake, but I meant air fry. Bake these in your air fryer, so air fry them. If you're baking them in the oven, you're gonna probably need to go 400 degrees for around 10 minutes. And 8 minutes later, look at these golden brown pretzel nuggets. It is in the air fryer, just toss it in a bowl. Extra cinnamon sugar, you know. You know what it is. Sprinkle it. Just a little tiny droplet of sugar-free maple makes it glisten and oh my God, so much better. Makes my mouth glisten as well when you put droplets in my mouth. But icing, soft pretzels, whole thing, 250 calories, 14 grams of protein, more than Auntie Anne. And Auntie Anne soft pretzel bites are 500 calories. Half the calories, more protein. And we made over 25 pretzel bites, which means each one of these is like 10 calories. That's pretty freaking good. Oh my God. It is so moist and doughy on the inside. This smacks. These are awesome. Just pop them. Pop them one at a time. Get the icing on, just. Oh my God. Thank you so much for watching the video. Give it a like if you liked it. Subscribe if you're new. Let me know your favorite item at Auntie Anne. Mine is for sure actual pretzels. I'm a savory guy. I never got these, but they're amazing. And I'll see you in the next video.